All right, did you survive? Did you survive the outage of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp today? If you did, what did you learn from these outages? Let's get into it. Let's actually break down and talk about what happened today. Okay, if you don't already know me, my name is Tiana Christine, and I help wellness professionals and entrepreneurs build the confidence to go after their dreams. That means I help you with the tech, with automation, and with just understanding and building that confidence that you need. Keep you motivated. That's what I do. Let's get into what happened today. All right, so if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp were all down. Why were all three of these down? Let's break that down. Of course, Facebook owns all three of them. So that's why, naturally, all three of them went down together. Now, there's a couple different things that you can take from that learning experience, right? Maybe you don't want to have all of your networks housed under one single network, one single point of failure. That's lesson number one that hopefully Facebook has learned from this whole fiasco. But let's talk about what actually happened. So there was some misconfiguration and auto update that was supposed to happen to their BGP. If you don't know what that is, that's their Border Gateway Protocol. This has to do with how Facebook is found on the internet. So when you type in facebook.com, it goes out to an IP address that then pings to a server. If I'm losing you, don't worry. It's just how the internet finds Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and then they route it, create that route through the internet to your computer. However, if the BGP, the Border Gateway Protocol, is messed up, you're not going to be able to reach it. Hence why there were so many outages. Now, they were also locked out of their systems as well, not only with them, they couldn't reach, employees couldn't reach the internal networks because everything was connected. So it's kind of like a virtual snow day for everybody. But it just really left everyone in a mess. Think about you as the entrepreneur. You are housing most of your social media and your following on these platforms. You're using your WhatsApp, you're using your social media like Facebook and Instagram to get those followers, to reach out to your subscribers, to reach out to all of those people who follow your Facebook groups and things like that. But what's the most important step that you might have missed? You are housing them, and this is something that Amy Porterfield will say, you are housing them on rented land. Rented land because you don't actually own them. Think about this. Now that you could not get to your subscribers today, how did you reach out to your subscribers? I hope that you are going to say email. Email is the number one way and the best point of contact that you can get in contact with your subscribers. Second to that, which is growing in numbers, is their phone number, right? You want to be able to have some type of way to get them off of social media and actually into something that you own. Because, for example, like what happened today, Facebook went down, Instagram went down, WhatsApp went down. So you couldn't even really send them a message if you are just using WhatsApp for business, for example. That went down. Think about different ways that you can reach out to your customer. Email still rules. So think about those things. Your website. How can your subscribers, how can your customers get in touch with you? You have to think about that amongst anything else. So, what did we learn here today? We learned that you cannot rely on social media only. You have to get your customers off of social media and onto something that you actually own. So, what can you do to build that email list? Well, there's a couple different ways. You want to think about opt ins. Give your clients or your subscribers or your customers something that they need, and therefore they're going to give you their information in order for you to get their email address. It's a give and take. Sometimes when you say, hey, sign up for my newsletter, that doesn't always work. Sometimes it works, but not all the time. You want to think about how can you consistently grow that email list. There's a couple different email service providers. There's also called ESPs that you can use that is going to help to get you landing pages, to get those opt-ins. So think about those. There may even be some ones that I'm going to talk about in the future. Some ones I actually just started with a new one I'm testing out. So I can't wait to let you know how that one goes. But there's so many different email service providers. One that you can start out with that's free. MailChimp, that's one that I currently use. Not the one I'm testing a different one. But those are simple options that you can use, something that's free for you to get started. And then think about those ones that may be a fee and maybe do a little bit more bells and whistles for you to evolve from MailChimp. So those are just some different options for you to use. There's so many different ways to grow your email list. But the number one thing that we have learned from this is you cannot just keep your community, your tribe on social media. You must get them off social media. You must get them on something that you actually own. So if you did not take anything else from this experience, you must take that you must get them on your email list. If you don't have an email list, let's get started on that. Reach out to me. I can help you with those things. I am here for you. So if you need help, feel free to drop something on my email, right? info@tianachristine.com, or you can actually go to my website. I am here for you. That's how this thing works. All right. Until next time, I can't wait to continue to bring you much more value. And also, if you'd like to subscribe to my email list, go ahead and go to www.tianachristine.com. Can't wait to see you in the next one. All right. Happy learning.